And a good afternoon, everyone. Greetings, YouTubers, viewers, and subscribers. Today it is Sunday, February the 22nd, 2026, and the time right now it is 2:10 p.m. And this is the Dragon City Mall right here. So it is a somber day today in Canada as Team Canada men's hockey lost in the gold medal game. So I'll be making my walk and talking about the game along Dundas Street west here, heading eastbound. And also like to wish everyone a happy Chinese Lunar New Year. It is the year of the horse. And here by Chinatown. This is Spadina, and I'm walking alongside Dundas Street West. And the Chinese New Year, which begins on February 17th and runs until March the 3rd. So on this walk, I'll be walking eastbound on Dundas to Bay, then south on Bay past Union, and I'll be ending the video at Scotiabank Arena. So as you can see, it is snowing right now as flurries are coming down. And walking through Chinatown here on the Toronto side. There's a Chinatown right past Gerrard Street in the East York section. And as I said, it is a somber day today as Team Canada lost 2-1 to the United States in the hockey men's gold medal final. So despite the disappointment loss for Team Canada, I know many of us were hoping that Team Canada wins, but congratulations to Team USA. They win the gold medal, best on best, and players from the National Hockey League competed in the Winter Olympics over in Italy. And today it is the last day of the Olympics. So it started on February 6th. Okay. Yeah, so Austin Matthews finally won something in his professional career, hockey career. And let's hope when he returns to the Maple Leafs for the second half that he can lead Toronto to maybe a Stanley Cup Finals. But Toronto has a long way to go. They'll have to make the playoffs first to have a shot. And Team USA winning that gold medal. It was their first medal in the Olympic as best on best since 1980. So tough loss for Canada. I mean, Canada had their chances in the third period. And I wasn't really paying attention to the Olympics, basically. But I woke up this morning and decided to watch the last about 3.5 minutes of the third period. Canada went on a power play and my goodness, they had so many shots at net to try to win that game in regulation. And with the Olympics, they have the 3-on-3 for 20 minutes, which I know a lot of people might not like. You would like to see them play 5-on-5, but since it's Olympics rules, that's how it is. All right, so right in front of me is the Royal, the AGO, the Art Gallery. Yes, Art Gallery of Ontario. So, silver for Canada, and Finland wins the bronze medal. And just like with the women's hockey, the US women's hockey won gold over Canada in overtime. And also, Cindy Crosby was not able to play in the last two games, the semi-finals against Finland and in the finals against USA. So I am here at Dundas and McCall Street. So I'm heading eastbound to Bay and then going south on Bay to Scotiabank Arena. So, I mean, Canada is not going to be able to beat the US in everything, but that's how life goes, everyone. So, I know we're all disappointed, but look on the bright side. Canada played well, at least they got a medal, but you know, it's not the gold medal. All right, this is St. Patrick Street right here.
They don't have a
And also you can check out my 5-part series video that I started yesterday with the Eglinton Crosstown Line 5 stations. So it's a 5-part series doing 3 stations each. There's 15 indoor stations, and I started at Mount Dennis, Keelsdale, and Caledonia, and that's part 1. And part 2 will feature Fairbank, Oakwood, and Cedarville. That will be coming up later this week, or in the next few days, I should say. Alright, this is Dundas and University Avenue here, folks. And here is where you can find your hospital. Tons of hospitals along this street here on University. Mount Sinai, which is down that way, is where I was born. And you have the courthouse as well, further down there. And the Ontario line, which is where that green looking building, and is where Queen Street is. I'll be walking past Queen Street as well. All right, so what are your thoughts about the men's hockey team losing? Team Canada. And as I'm recording this video, I am wearing my Austin Matthews jersey. But I have my coat zipped up because I don't want the cold exposure and the snow, as the snow is pretty much blowing right in my face a little bit. Try to get past these people here. And also you know it's been a rough couple of sports events for Canada ever since they won that 4-Nation Cup last year. Well, it was last year February, around almost the same date, or maybe a day after, as I'm recording this. Let's see, the Toronto losing Game 7. There's Nathan Phillips Square down there. Toronto losing Game 7 to the Florida Panthers last year, second round matchup. And then in November, the Blue Jays losing Game 7 to the LA Dodgers in the World Series. 2 Game 7s, and then today. So yeah, it's been a rough one for not only Canada but in Toronto as well. You are a sports fan. All right, so I now made it to Bay Street and I'm gonna be walking south. And if Canada had won the gold medal, you know, you would have seen a lot of fans with Canadian flags, cars honking, people cheering. Along here in downtown Toronto. And I heard that CBC, well, I was watching the game on CBC, where they were letting people inside the building and around the building to watch the game on the screen. I don't know if they were showing it at Scotiabank Arena, where they had that big Jumbotron TV outside, or even here at Nathan Phillips Square. And I don't know, for some funny feeling as I'm watching that game late in the third period, as I said, I watched like the last 3.5 minutes heading into overtime before Canada went on the power play. I said to myself, I don't know why I said this, I said, I have a feeling that USA is going to win this game and it's going to be in overtime. And as soon as I said that, I said to myself, well, I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. Well, I wasn't wrong. And I was in the kitchen making pancakes. And I did not realize that when the game started, all I hear was silence. And when I went around back into the living room, I saw the dejected face of Connor McDavid and I believe Mitch Marner or one of the other Canadian players, and seeing the US celebrating why I think it was near like their bench. But yeah. So this is Nathan Phillips Square, other known as Toronto City Hall. And look like they're having some celebration, some Ukrainian, or I don't know, because I see the blue and yellow. If that's what it is, I'm not sure. But I'm gonna continue my walk. All right. So it looks like there's something going on over here. I'm not sure what. Look like it's a mini protest with some Chinese imprisonment or something. I don't know. But I'm not a channel that really gets into those protest thing. There was a protest for immigration at Sankofa Young Dundas Square yesterday, and talking about the mass immigration that Canada is doing, letting a bunch of people inside Canada, and what they need to do is just they need to cut down the mass immigration, people entering Canada. I'm not saying they should not let immigration in. This country is based off people migrating from other countries, and this is why Toronto is a diverse city, along with Canada and all other cities in Canada. But it seems like, because I live here in the GTA, especially Brampton, Toronto side, there's too many people from one section of the world, which I'm not going to mention, all bunched up in Brampton, Mississauga as well. But I'm not gonna really get into that right now. So now I'm continuing south on Bay. So it's not that cold today. It's, let's see here. The temperature It is -1, and it feels like -4 right now. It doesn't really feel like -4. It feels like -2. Okay, now it just changed, so it changed to 0. So it's now 0 degrees now. And this is Adelaide Street. And also today is the last day of the Toronto Auto Show. And you can check out the live stream I did on the Friday. And as I mentioned in the comments of that live stream, I'd like to thank that person who donated $20 for me just lending him my other phone. So sometimes nice gestures goes a long way. He was a nice gentleman, and he explained what happened, that leaving his phone in his car. So he was trying to reach his sister-in-law or his sister, so I was nice enough to give him my phone so he can make the call. He said he had $20. I said, I'll give you $20. I'm like, all right. So nobody can say that I was begging for that 20. I was offered it, so I know I had to remove, or I should say I had to hide someone off my channel. Because yeah, they were saying that I'm relying on money and I'm begging. And what they do not understand is that my channel is monetized. So it is a hobby, but at the same time, it is a work I'm doing. All right. So I'm not one of those YouTubers that is making a lot of money. Like some people who have been doing it for years, they have their channel members and they are getting more support than me, but I'm not a person that's jealous and thinking about what other people are doing on their channel. So this is Wellington, right over here. And I'm going to pause this, and when I get to the other side I will resume this video. So stay tuned and soon forward. All right, So here on the other side, I'm getting closer to Front Street.
Pretty bad. Yeah, they kill each other. So it was like, I don't want to keep that here. Because there might be some changes in
Oh, I almost tripped over something. All right, Front Street. There's a look at the CN Tower, which is partially fogged up. So you can't see the top part, but you can see half of the base of the CN Tower. There's Union Station right over here. And there is the Royal Bank Hotel. Sorry, not the Royal Bank. The I said the Royal Bank. It's the Royal York Hotel. I don't know where I got Royal Bank from. Because it's not a bank, it's a hotel. And there's Union Station right here. Okay. So I'm gonna walk through here. This is where I walked last week, Saturday, when I did my Searching for Love Valentine's Day video. But in that one, I started from Young and College. So instead of walking underneath the underpass, there's more lighting over here. And around here it's a little bit sketchy, especially people and what they're taking. And another thing I would like to ask my viewers and subscribers, if you are a Leafs fan and you're watching this, are you happy or disappointed that Austin Matthews won gold for USA, but not Team Canada winning? So how happy are you for Austin Matthews? Or if you're not happy because he plays for Team USA and not for Team Canada, I mean, for me, it's I don't know. To me, it's kind of a hard thing to talk about, even think about. Like, am I happy? Am I disappointed? I'm a Toronto Maple Leafs fan. I'm happy for Austin Matthews, but you know, at the same time, yeah, I would like, and all of us would have liked if Team Canada had won. And on the Toronto Maple Leafs Instagram post, they had a photo of Austin Matthews with the caption, "Our captain," because he is the captain of the hockey team. And in the photo, they have him with the caption "Gold Medal," and a lot of people were not happy with that post, and they were saying, "Take it down. You have time to delete this." Yeah, all right. So we're here at Scotiabank Arena, and this is where I'm going to wrap up this video here and say my final thoughts. So thank you all for watching this walk from Dundas and Spadina to the Scotiabank Arena, which is located by Bay and Brenner Boulevard, which is right over here. And just leave your thoughts about the hockey game, the gold medal game, and other things. What you like about the game, what you did not like about the game, and yeah. So have a wonderful day, everyone. Get these people out of the way. So signing off from the Scotiabank Arena here at Gate 6. Thank you all for watching. Have a wonderful day. And here's the jersey, the Austin Matthews jersey that I'm wearing. All right, later everyone.